actually live that turn. I can just replay it. But, yeah, quick win for Chakki. And Cthulhu Druid we've seen win very quickly, throughout the whole weekend. So no surprise there. It's definitely coming to the forefront of competitive decks at the moment. Like you said, Silent Storm, bring that deck to prelims and bring it to rank 1 on ladder. I'm pretty sure like 3 out of the 5 players who finished in the top 5 on ladder, Neobility, Silent Storm, and BB Gun, I believe, were all playing Cthulhu Druid up there. Fibonacci and King of Type were the 2 that playing other decks. Midrange Hunter or Control Warrior with Zoth and Midrange Hunter respectively. But see what Chakki's going to throw out next.
Yeah, if I know Chakki, he's picking his deck at random, so neither player has any sort of edge possible with the pick order here. And now, with that Druid being locked away, I'm a little bit concerned for the Rat because he had that Reno Warlock, which I imagine is going to match up fairly nicely versus Cthulhu Druid. And the Shaman, I'm still holding to the idea that Shaman is a little bit weak to Cthulhu Druid, but a lot of people disagree with me. And if he's one of those people that disagrees, to see that one get tucked away, not good for him either. And the Hunter, I imagine, is probably supposed to do pretty good versus Cthulhu Druid, but that's the game he lost. And now Chakki he's ripping out the Hunter here, and this is like good old days. I haven't seen Chakki play Hunter in so long.
This is not the type of Hunter that I'm used to seeing Chakki play. There's no Worgen Infiltrators. There's no Leper Gnomes.
That deck was just strong. Yeah, rip Leper Gnome. Sad times.
I saw Jad playing Leper Gnomes yesterday.
Yeah, of course. That's just crazy. That guy got his power reduced by 50%. Okay, I'm not playing that guy.
I consider his Death Rattle to be 90% of his power. So his power actually only got reduced by 5%. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's no longer a natural predator of Knife Juggler and Flame Imp. Sort of my issue with it.
No longer a natural predator of the face.
It still gets in there.
Yeah. But a pretty good start for the Rat, starting off with the Living Roots, curving into the Wild Growth, going to get that ramp going. But Chakki's got a pretty good curve of his own with Huge Toad into Huge Toad.
Yeah, looking like he wants to have that Fiery Bat as insurance on his turn 4 play where he can drop Deadly Shot and then also have just something else to add to the board with it. This is going to be a pretty easy trade for the Rat. Roll into Wild Growth and then hope this is enough.
Yeah.
Turn 4 is looking a little bit awkward with that Innervate. May choose to Innervate out that Druid of the Claw anyway.
Mm-hmm. So Tracking is an interesting choice that the first time I saw it, I'm not sure if he was the one that started the whole trend of it, was Just Saying, who took like top 20 on EU and NA with Tracking in his deck, Tracking in one of each Explosive and Freezing. And with so many high power cards in your deck, like on-demand high-power cards like Call of the Wild and Savannah Highmane, Tracking becomes incredibly powerful because you can sort of pick and choose. Find that Call of the Wild early on in the game. You miss that curve in the mid-game, you're going to float like 5 or 4 mana otherwise. Tracking, pick it up. It's with a deck that curves out well and a deck that has those big threats. A card like Tracking is incredibly important.
Yep, this will be Deadly Shot almost for certain here from Chakki. Quick Shot does give him an option now.
Mm-hmm.
And again, keeping that Fiery Bat on turn 1, coining out the 2-drop, has meant that this Fiery Bat can really give him some easier spots to fill in the curve if it's necessary. Yeah, Deadly Shot's just a little bit too clean here. And the Rat has Harrison Jones here on turn 5, but there's no bow to stare down right now. And Cthulhu's Chosen certainly, yeah, that's great.
Not only is this just something to play, it also gets him closer to being able to sort of activate that Twin Emperor.
That could be significant. Chakki's going to roll the dice. And he's got it.
Now the choice is, do you trade in and drop this Fiery Bat, or do you Quick Shot and preserve this Huge Toad?
I like the Quick Shot because the Quick Shot's kind of turning into a 3-2 charge here, where if he decides to trade in the Huge Toad and go with Tracking and Fiery Bat, which is actually going to go with, it looks like, maybe just go face too. This play leaves him with Quick Shot in hand. So what's the utility of a Quick Shot worth? Well, maybe pretty good. The Rat maybe is not looking to trade in a 4-2 at this board. But Fiery Bat's certainly not looking very significant here. Wish we could see the tracking. I do have a little bit of a spectator issue that's not allowing us to see what the tracking is.
Yeah, saw it earlier with the other choose one effects. Tracking's into a tracking.
Yep, that's going to be the signal that he's going face, I think. So there is the tracking you can take a look at there. Quick shot tracking in, second Fiery Bat. It's a second quick shot as well. And now the Rat. Pretty weak turn from him overall.
Just going to throw down this Twilight Elder and hero power down the Fiery Bat. Of course, in the opposite order that I said to preserve the health, but still getting closer to those Twin Emperors, and as soon as those come down, it's going to be very hard for Chakki to find a way to fight back into this one.
Yep. I mean, if Chakki does not clear the Twilight Elder, it will be active the turn after this one. Infested Wolf. Pretty good pickup. Maybe this is a second tracking here, but...
Yeah.
I mean, Animal Companion is outright stronger on the board than the Infested Wolf is. The Infested Wolf has that ability to leave stuff behind. So maybe this is the point where Chakki's going to start weaving in hero powers. Yep.
That is the case. So tracking, relatively likely to pick up one of these big threats, either Savannah Highbane or Call the Wild. Dark Arakoa.
Yep, no way to actually handle this right now either. And a Twin Emperor to back this up. This is getting pretty close to GG.
Especially that Eaglehorn bow is just going to be Harrison Jones spotter. I mean, the Rat might not even care. He might just play Twin Emperors anyway. That's if this Eaglehorn bow's played. Now, how do you get through this Dark Arakoa?
That's
you have
the issue.
Eaglehorn bow, quick shot, and attack in. So I think tracking is going to be the play here. Try and find an option. Again,
we're left in mystery, shrouded in darkness. Second deadly shot. Deadly shot will answer this. But again, the Twin Emperor here is going to shut this down. Chakki can push the Rat to 13 here, but he's got his work cut out for him. How on earth is he going to beat this Twin Emperor?
Not only that, but he also has to... I mean, doesn't have to worry about it, because I don't know if he can play around it, but he's going to have to get through Harrison Jones, which this Eaglehorn bow is only going to attack once. I'm sure this has to be a play. And the option for Chakki to try and go for the burn strategy is probably not going to be a good one, considering he's not going to really get through these taunts. The Rat's going to most likely bring Chakki's hero power down to do 1 damage, and Chakki's out of quick shots. He used one, and one was discarded with that first tracking, so he'd have to rely on kill commands from hand, and that's just not going to be that effective.
He's going to try to brute force his way through these, and I don't think really much of an option outside of this. Just use the board you have, try to trim the damage. Maybe you can buy enough time to find Call of the Wild, find some kill commands, try to end this one. Cthulhu gets picked up, and that's a sizable Cthulhu right now.
It's like the Rat's going to try and dig for something else with this Wrath for 1. Picks up Brand Bronzebeard, and now we're rolling into Brand Cthulhu. This game is all but locked up.
This is lethal next turn. Oh my gosh. The Rat's curve is so good.
Well, the Cthulhu is only... It's not quite lethal.
It's only 26 damage. That's lethal enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's... Okay, stop thinking here, the Rat. Just jam the Cthulhu down. No. Stop. Whatever you're doing, just quit it. I know you're good. We all know you're good. Play the Cthulhu.
It's not guaranteed.
It is... He's gonna win, okay? John's Cthulhu, he's gonna win.
He's thinking quick shot into kill command, I lose. Quick shot into kill command and you lose anyway.
You attack a 1/1 here because Call the Wild
Yeah.
would actually be enough. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, even that wouldn't be enough. Call the Wild's only
Call the
12.
Wild wouldn't be enough. It'd have to be quick shot into kill command or quick shot into Call the Wild.
Well, Chakki's got about 1 turn. And Knife Juggler's it.
Well,
puts it up the board.
Yep, all tied up 1-1. Both players just taking wins in sort of those mirrored matchups. Not mirror matchups, mirrored matchups. Cthulhu Druid wins for both players and both against Hunters. So now we're sort of with the Druids out of the way. We're sort of down to a best of 5 again.
Yep.
Kind
of watching how that matchup pans out, I'm actually convinced that Hunter is good against Cthulhu Druid anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I thought the deadly shots would be a bit much, but even despite Chakki's early game, he just got stuffed.
Yeah.